You might not like what I'm going to say here, but Dr. Maria Sirois, who's a very well-known positive psychologist, talks about the swamp and the pond. And each of us has a negative bias in life. We tend to notice the bad things in life because that's our nervous system's way of being aware of the things we need to survive. So we tend to notice the bad stuff in our day. You know, when everyone's really nice to you all day and then one person gives you a sideways look or says something mean, that's the thing that you remember. Well, that's what I mean by negative bias. We forget the good stuff because the bad stuff might be a threat to us. And she talks about us all having a swamp and a pond. And the swamp is the place where all the rubbish goes, the difficult times, the awful people, the things that we're afraid of, the bad stuff in our day and our life. We also have a pond. And the pond is the place where the good people go, the good experiences, the good things go in the pond. And we always have a choice because both of those things exist. We have a swamp and we have a pond. No one is all pond, no one is all swamp, even though it can feel like we're all swamp sometimes. The choice that we have is where we give our focus. So we can choose to spend our whole time focusing on the swamp, how hard everything is. And yes, it may well be really hard. And I'm not trying to say that that's not true and not valid. But we can also honour the swamp whilst choosing to give our focus to the pond. And the more we can give our focus to the pond, the more our nervous system can begin to feel, okay, there are moments in my life where the birds are singing, someone smiles at me, I get good news. There's a moment of respite from the awfulness of what's going on in my swamp. The more we can do that, the more good things we notice. And it can help us get through the difficult times. So just have a think about it. If your life feels like it's one big swamp at the moment, maybe begin to look for the little bits of pond, the things that you can put in your pond, the kindness of other people. Sunset. It'll be different for all of us. So I hope you don't hate me for saying this, but swamp and pond, we choose where we focus. Take care.